Hello, what is up, boys and girls? TheGreatPOTUS here. Once again with another video. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. But today we're going to be doing sort of a special video since it is the 100th video. And here as a guest I have Chase with me.
What's up, guys?
And for you guys that don't know, Chase is a partner. You guys can check out his channel in the description down below. Also, there'll be an annotation right where his face is, and as well as an annotation where mine is. You can just click that and subscribe to either one of us or both if you would like to. But nevertheless, the reason why I wanted to make this video was to acknowledge the fact that we had reached 100 videos on the Great POTUS, and basically just try to do something special. And I asked a couple of you guys on a late, short kind of notice that we were going to do a little bit of a Q&A, but I didn't really get much questions because it was such short notice. Nevertheless, we're going to see what we have here. So are you ready, Chase?
Yep.
Okay, so the first question: how did you get started on YouTube?
Oh, okay, I'll go first. I guess mine was when I got my HD PVR, which was back in Modern Warfare 3, right when the game came out. I bought an HD PVR, but as it turns out, I had a computer that could not handle it and could not actually run the video at a high enough resolution to look good. So I had it sitting around in my house for about a year until I got a brand new computer, which I use now, and that's sort of how I got started. I initially just sort of, saw videos and wanted to do it, and then kind of made it happen after about a year of failing, pretty much. So
yeah, failing's a big part on YouTube. The way that I started was, it was I would say about 2 to 3 years ago, and me and my friends used to play Call of Duty a lot, Modern Warfare 2, and we saw that there were a lot of commentators, and I thought it was pretty cool seeing people, make videos and get, an audience, and I wanted to have that sort of connection with an audience. So I actually started doing the same thing, and as well, it took 2 years until where this channel started. After 2 years of doing YouTube, it was a complete fail. 2 years later, I started the Great POTUS channel, and it's been 4 months now since the Great POTUS started. And I mean, look where we are. We're at 30,000 views, 500 subscribers, and at our 100th video. So I think it's doing pretty all right.
yeah, and now on to the next question, which was right down here. This one was, hey, how are you? Me personally, I'm great. Not a lot. Just finished my last final for my first semester.
School.
And it's freezing cold, and it's got snow on the ground. So yeah.
I'm good too, I guess. Just preparing for what we have. I don't know if that's in all states or in just New Jersey, but we're preparing for the HESPAs, which basically if you fail the HESPAs, you fail high school. If you pass the HESPA, then you graduate. So I'm getting ready for that.
Crunch time.
Okay, now this question says, I noticed that you are a partner with YouTube. I'm actually going for partner with Machinima, Yoush, and or even YouTube. Do you have any tips for me on gaining this goal? Do you want to go first, Chase, or?
Yeah, this is a really interesting question here because, as it so happens, David's channel is partnered, whereas my channel, TheDRouseO, is not. And so, I am like a step ahead of you pretty much, and David's a step ahead of me. So what I'm going to say to get, partnered and get sort of that status is, first you need to understand what you have to accomplish. Like, know your goals and know exactly what you have to do to actually reach them and get partnered.
Mm-hmm.
Second is something you're going to hear all the time on YouTube, and that is networking. And
oh, yeah.
you guys don't realize how good David is at this. He is so far beyond me on this. Like, he gets people like Bryce to like and comment on his videos, things like that. He does a lot more networking than I do, and that probably shows why his channel's a lot bigger than mine. But just do those things. Know your goals, make consistent videos. Be I upload once every 2 to 3 days, and that's what you can expect from my channel. David's more 1 to 2 days. So, be consistent, make good videos, make quality videos, and put your heart into it. And you should eventually get there, is what I think.
And that's something that I've noticed lately is when you're starting YouTube, you need to either, do you want to do it for the money or just as a hobby? I started as a hobby, ended up getting partnered, bringing in some revenue, not much at all. Believe me, it's not like oh, POTUS is making dollars and stuff. No, it's more like cents actually. But if you're not passionate about it and you're just doing it for the audience or whatever, then it's kind of just I don't know. You get to a point where once you get to the top and you are somewhat popular, I see a lot of YouTubers, they go, you know what? I kind of just wanted to get to this point and I reached it. There's nothing left for me to achieve. I quit, and they quit YouTube because they no longer have that passion that they had in the beginning. I fortunately still do. I mean, basically I play video games. I love playing video games and telling stories, and that's basically how my channel started. Another thing that you want to look at is which network you're actually going to partner with. Now, a lot of networks have different requirements, such as TGN. They have like a 1,000 views per day requirement or something like that. That's as far as I know from a couple months ago. Social Blade, which is what I'm partnered with, is owned by Maker Studios, which is, I mean, Ray William Johnson used to be partnered with them. You know, Shay Carl, big YouTubers are partnered with Maker Studios. And Social Blade actually requires only 84 views per day, which is a very minimum requirement. Once you're starting off YouTube, it's very hard to hit that requirement, I would know. But once you do hit it, it's I mean, you get partnered. It's pretty simple. So you want to kind of look into what networks you're going into. If you're a gaming channel, I would suggest going into a gaming network. I don't know, Machinima, TGN, things like that. Social Blade is kind of a mixed network, such as also is Maker Studios and whatnot. I don't know if I would recommend YouTube. I know that it pays very, very low income, and as well as I don't think it's more involving as it is with other networks. And as Chase said, networking is also important. He mentioned Brysai. I actually got really lucky on that one. I met him on Omegle, and we kind of just made a video, and that's basically what happened. But networking is important. Basically, what you want to have a Facebook account for your channel, a Twitter account, and kind of just, you know, share there and gain followers on everything and all that. And that will increase your views and whatnot. And yeah, that's basically how you start growing and getting partnered.
All right, and this next question is really good. How much time per day do you spend working on YouTube videos?
All right, I'll go first on this one. I try to make videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then we have sub Sundays on Sunday, obviously, and then sometimes I make Saturday videos, but I try to make as definite Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and which is also important. You want to have a schedule, as Chase mentioned. I forgot to mention that, but I would say that on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, I try to play Xbox and get some gameplays, and then on Monday, Tuesday, either on like the night before, I record a commentary, or the day of I record a commentary. I try to do it the night before so I can upload it at midnight, but if not, then the day after. So basically, working on an actual YouTube video, I don't know, maybe half an hour at a day. I mean, I just play video games, which I wouldn't consider that working on the video because I'm just, you know, playing Xbox. And then the actual commentary kicks in, which takes about 10 minutes, and then I you know, have to think of the topic and the story and all that. So it takes about half an hour a day, and not much. I don't know about you, Chase.
Yeah, a regular commentary is right about there because you don't really count, you know, getting the gameplay as working. I don't really consider that, you know, working. It's just you're just kind of playing with your friends, and when I get one, and I just kind of record it and save it. But yeah, about half an hour is right. But certain videos take a lot longer than others. So when you guys see like the combat axe tutorials with reactions, those take 2, 3, 4 hours of in-game time to get sometimes, just because those throwing knives or combat axes take a long time to hit. Like sometimes kids don't defuse the bomb, or they go and they'll hit your shock charge and they'll run away. And you know, it depends. Sometimes we get it first game, like we did on Yemen about a week ago, and other times it takes 10, 20 games to get the, you know, the right combat axe. So, I mean, it just depends on the video, but I think typically 30 to 40 minutes.
All right, and the next question says, what's new to the channel? Well, as you guys know, we are having the giveaway, which, by the way, we will be announcing the winners soon. We're aiming for, let me open up the calendar. We're aiming for the 16th of January to announce the winners. But we are facing some problems with Steam. Steam has been acting up lately, so we can't really get the licenses to Payday. But once we do that, we will, of course, do the giveaways. It's still on, so don't worry. It's not like it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And basically, what we want to try to do is start a series of Payday the Heist with me, Chase, Wild Wilbury Gaming, which is the guy who donated the Payday the Heist. And yeah, I think basically what's gonna be coming is more Call of Duty videos, more story time, more tips and tricks, the combat axes, and we're going to try to expand into other games such as Payday the Heist, and of course whatever Chase brings to the table.
Yeah, you usually get a mixed bag from me on Tuesdays. I don't know. I really like making the search videos where we mess around and we have just funny random clips. Those are really fun to make. Those also take a while, by the way. But I don't know. Yeah, you'll probably see more of those. You'll probably see some more I don't know. I shouldn't call it gameplay breakdowns, but a lot more gameplay oriented videos, because after Christmas I have some really, really sick gameplays for you guys
for some
to
reason
see.
Chase
I want
is
to show you guys those.
For some reason Chase is good at Call of Duty. I suck, but I don't know.
I'm a beast. Alright, and the next question was, do you have any plans after school? And by school, I think he means college here. Are you going to stick with YouTube or try to get a real job?
This is something that I actually predetermined and planned before I started TheGreatPOTUS. I decided, I'd been doing YouTube for 2 years. The highest I got was like 323 subscribers and like 20,000 views. I was gaining about 17 views per day, and for some reason I was doing that for 2 years and wasn't really growing at all. So I decided before I made TheGreatPOTUS that I was going to try my heart out on YouTube for 2 years, basically my junior and senior year of high school, and then after that, seeing how YouTube is, if it's worth the time that I can, because college is going to be insanely busy, I can imagine. Then I will continue to do that and continue to push forward with those videos if I can for college. And if not, then of course I might take a break or I might quit. I don't know. It all depends on how the channel ends up after high school, and that's gonna predetermine what the final decision is. What about you, Chase?
Yeah, mine's really based on active audience. Like if you have growth, like I know right now, that's really hard to have consistent growth when you're 80, 90 subscribers. But if after, a year and a half from now, if I still have sort of like consistent growth, like video views are increasing, things like that, I'll consider it. But as for getting a real job out of school, of course, I don't think at any point I will ever have a channel that will support me personally. Like I just don't see that happening. Mm-hmm. Now, I hope it does. Like that would be incredible. But yeah, I would probably get a real job, and that's 6 years down the road minimum with college for me personally. So I mean, if YouTube's still the popular thing in 6 years, I imagine I'd still be doing it, assuming I still have an audience and, growth. But it just depends. So.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I would prefer not to really get a job until after college and, whatever I major in. But if necessary, then yeah, I will have to. I mean, I'm not looking for YouTube to provide me with like a career payout, I guess you could say. But if it did happen for some reason, then I would, be totally okay with that, and that would be great. But, it's not like it's something that I'm wanting to happen. Something that if it happens, good. If not, still good. So yeah. And
yeah, and the next question that was tweeted was pretty much the same thing. Are you going to continue to do YouTube even when you're in college? I think we both kind of answered that with yes, depending on audience and growth, pretty much there. So
yep. So I think that's all the questions, correct, Chase?
Yeah, that's all I see here. So
well, guys, let me know what you guys thought about this Q&A. If you guys would like to see more Q&As, comment down below and let me know. And of course, we'll if you guys request something, we'll deliver. Simple as that. And don't worry about the giveaways. They are coming. We are aiming for the 16th of January, but we're not sure right now, depending on when Steam can actually give us the codes and licenses to the games so that we can actually give them out. But until then, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. If you guys have not yet, please subscribe. You know, click on my face to subscribe to me, or Chase's face to subscribe to him. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.
All right, peace, guys.